guys, thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. It's the latest on trend with your girl Biami.
Big up yourself.
Okay, let's talk about the recent Love Island episode 14. I can't believe we're on episode 14 already. We had the new guy, Teddy, come into the villa. Then they had to pick 4 girls to go on a date with him. So they picked Rachel, Faye, Sharon, and Kaz. I think that was a great choice of pick. I mean, all the other girls are pretty much coupled with somebody, and I think they are happy where they are at. So Kaz went on her date. She was the first one to go on. What did you guys think of that date? I feel like with Kaz, I want Kaz to stay 100,000%, but I feel like Kaz just needs to put on a little bit more sexy and just stop being a bit too cute almost, because a lot of the guys I think will see her more as a friend because she gives off that vibe. And we had Rachel. I saw some of you in the comments, Rachel putting it on too thick, and a lot of people are kind of being put off by Rachel at the moment, but she's grafting, she's understood the assignment, and I like it. I think, yes, she's a bit too much. I think she needs to be very careful because she doesn't want a guy to kind of see her as just somebody that they can just smash and dash. She wants men to look at her and be like, nah, do you know what? You're more than that. So I think just needs to be careful a little bit. But he gave her a great compliment. He said she's somebody that, he would take home to his mom, and I think his mom would be fond of her. Something like that, which was great. Obviously, he complimented Kaz as well. And then we had Sharon. That is a no. Like, I can't see that. Sharon, she comes across very robotic to me sometimes, very emotionless. And I tweeted this yesterday. I was like, these women need to slow down on this whole independent, I'm strong, I don't need a man, I can do anything, I've got everything set up. Like, okay, that's great, and it's great that you've got this going on, but I just feel like you're in Love Island to find a man, and sometimes we have to be, as women, be careful how we present ourselves to men. You talking about how men feel emasculated. Well, is that because of your status, or is that because of your position, or is that because you emasculate men? Like, there's a difference. Yes, men can feel intimidated by an independent career woman who knows who she is, knows where she's going. You can still have all of that and not dethrone your man. Like, there's a way that you can still speak to your man where he doesn't feel emasculated. It's not you stroking his ego or pampering him. No, it's about the way that you communicate and speak to your man. I believe that your man can still earn less, but it doesn't even feel it. Do you know what I mean? Because of the way that you treat him, speak to him, and everything else. And to me, listening to these ladies, like when I was listening to Rachel and Sharon speak about, I have everything, I'm an independent woman. Like, it was off-putting for me. Like, as a woman, it was off-putting, and that's not because I don't believe in that. I'm 100% the same. But it was just like, all right, calm down. This is not a job interview. Like, you're looking for a man. How are you going to be looking for a man and then telling a man you don't need him? That doesn't even make sense. It's like, calm down, okay? Wait for it. Get your man first, and then just show him by the way that you carry yourself. You don't need to spell it out to him. That's the thing. When it comes to men, one thing that I can't stand is when a man has to be like, I'm the man, so you need to respect me. You don't need to tell me that you're the man. I can clearly see you are a man. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just the way that you carry yourself. It's you don't need to spell it out. Anyway, that was really distasteful. So therefore, I don't want him for Sharon. I think Sharon is gonna go potentially. But however, saying that, the guys are choosing, and by the looks of it, it looks like Aaron is going to choose Sharon, I guess, because who else is? Nobody else is interested in Aaron like that. So yeah. Now his date with Faye was cute. Faye, I like her as a person. She's a bit I want to say bland, but she's not bland because she's got some Shazam about her. She's got a very dry sense of humor. But I like her. I like watching her. She makes me laugh, but she's very empty. She's very insecure, and she deflates a lot. But I like how unbothered she is. I like that unbothered attitude she does. But again, she does another thing which I didn't like when she was sitting on the bed with Teddy when they were talking. Then he was like, "Oh, rate me," not rate me, when she was talking about his shoe size, and then she was like, "Oh, well, that's not that big," and he was like, "Excuse me." It's like there's just certain things. I'm like, this people know how to flirt. That's why I'm with Rachel, because we want to see flirt. Do you know what I mean? Like we want to see fun. Like be flirty, be sexy, be feminine. Like these other women, they're robotic. They're just like, yeah, no, well, I'll try a bit harder. But it's not even sexy. It's kind of like, all right. Like men don't want that. Remember, he's gonna be picking the girl. So if you're making him feel like, okay, well, you're pal, like you're not my woman. Do you know what I mean? Like you're pally. He's gonna just not pick you. So do you want to be in this game? Like, do you want to stay? Do you get what I mean? Like that's my only thing. Like it was making me uncomfortable. Like the banter that Faye was kind of giving Aaron, like it wasn't working. Even though he was taking it really well, he was trying to go along with it. But I think in the back of his head, he would already be like, okay, do you actually fancy me or what? So I don't know. I mean, he could still go for her, but I see him picking Rachel based on what I saw. Obviously, he's going to get to know more of the girls as the day goes on. Before he recouples tonight. Now, he's obviously wants to speak to Lucinda because he's mentioned it more than once. It would be a shock if he picked Lucinda. It would be a shocker. He shouldn't do that because she's not interested in him like that. But she's not interested in Brad either. Is Brad in trouble, guys? Brad is not going to stay in that much longer. He seems like he's got a very dead personality, or all the women are complaining about the same thing. What a shame. What a shame. A pretty face can't just take you everywhere, can it now? It can draw people, but it can't keep them. So it's interesting though that she's a bit put off. She regretted the kiss and everything. That was like, ooh. I wasn't really surprised because I noticed that when they were talking, she would almost do this thing where it was just like, I don't know if it was like fake or that's actually how she is, but she was really, really trying to be in the moment with him, but I could see that she was struggling. So yeah, that was a very interesting episode in terms of just seeing how the connections are. It was a bit dry. Now Toby and Chloe, I think that is definitely lust, and that's not gonna last. Chloe wants to have fun. Chloe just wants to have a bit of fun, and I'm not surprised if she's not going to do something she's not going to be the first one to get joked. Do you get what I mean? She might be the first one to get joked, but she just wants a bit of fun. This isn't going to work on the outside. She's going to get Toby because he's like, oh my god, she's really into me. He's feeling this sexual attraction, but Chloe is fully in control of this. She sees him as a toy, you can tell. As for Liam and Millie, I don't know. I'm hoping that would develop, and then now they will go beyond just the sexual attraction. I want to see them talk more about other things rather than just, flirting and just complimenting each other. Now that they've built up that sexual tension, like, can they actually talk about real life stuff, or is it just going to be boring? Because that can happen. But yeah, guys, fine. It was good to see Rachel because I don't know what happened to her. She kind of disappeared. I don't know whether she got kidnapped or she disappeared in the last episode. We literally did not see her. So I'm hoping that she stays. And I'm going to predict that Teddy is going to pick Rachel. They look great together. And again, it's the same with them. She's bringing a lot of that. She's opening up Pandora's box, and it's like, okay, you start how you mean to finish. Like, you already opening up that sexual side. And I feel like it's dangerous when people do that, because that's the foundation that you lay on this quote unquote relationship. This tactic that you're using, I don't know if it's the right tactic. She's desperate, she wants to stay in, she wants to find love, I believe so. But I also want Kaz to stay, and I love Liberty. I love how she's a girls, and she stands for her girl Kaz. And I'm looking forward to see what will happen tonight. Oh, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Oh. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video.